So we're going to roll out the aisle lines. So you can set that in place. Let's say you have 10 buildings. It's like, who's going to do it? Have the tools or the materials been sent to the buildings? When is it done? Is it done yet? Who's doing it? Like the whole thing gets managed that way. And now we have to tell everybody to pay attention to these aisle lines, or that these is now part of the SOP. You go on the right, not the left, or whatever you want to do. So then that gets changed in the SOP. And then our system can generate with AI a new observation or a new skill build, so that anybody that comes new into the organization from skill build, if you're ramping up, we're going to start talking to you immediately about aisle lines and what that means, because now they're in the building. And then observations are going to go out, and the system runs the program of observation. So we think everyone should be observed. We don't think you should just observe your low performers, because there's always a way to coach and get people performing better. And so then that observation is now updated. And so our system will help you manage. Let's say you need every 90 days, I want to observe every person in the building. So that it helps you manage that compliance. And guess what? You're going to be going through it and you're going to be talking about aisle lines. So it takes it from the change in the SOP, can roll out the actual change if it's like a physical change or something. It can notify people if it's just a different way of doing something. But then also, like, how do you get that ingrained into the operation? And that's through skill building and observation. So then the system has this tool of driving the behaviors that you want to see on the floor, and those observations can go through. And so we've been around for a few years, but we've done like 2 million observations at this point. And so there's just all these conversations happening. And so it's taking the burden of execution off of the shoulders of that supervisor or frontline leader. As they walk out, they don't need to necessarily know about the change directly, but it's going to prompt them in the software and say, hey, we're now aisle lines. Maybe here's a picture, here's a short video if you want it, to say this is how we run our operation with these new aisle lines. So it's full cycle management. So it's one thing to change the SOP, but how do you change your workforce? And Smart Access does that end to end.